evening. So I reluctantly showered and changed clothes. This shirt it's James's old shirt from college. It's 20-something years old, and of that, I've been wearing it probably 18. It is my go-to shirt in the winter on days like this. So didn't know what to talk about today. Just a lot going on. So I drew a stone. So we're going to talk about this stone today. I'm going to put links in the description of all the stones that we talked about. So if you want to find out any more information instead of digging through videos, the links will just be down there. So this is, I drew an agate. This is dyed. This is not a natural occurrence of this stone. It's kind of hard to tell what kind of agate it is. One, because the light's not so great. But honestly, it might be a dendritic. Just looking at it. Agates dye very well. You will find a lot of agates that have been dyed, and then you can see all of their bands. It's a banded stone. I mean, you can see all of the bands. It's one way to be able, see there's a band and a band, there's three. It's one good way to tell it apart from some jaspers. Agate and jaspers get confused a lot, especially by beginners, and that's okay, because honestly they come from chalcedony. They're in the same family. We call them jagets. We laugh a lot, and if we don't know what the stone is, we just call it a jagate, which is a cross between a jagate and an agate, because it's probably from one of those families. This even has a bit of a druzy in the back. I don't know if that'll show up, but that druzy there is quartz that's been polished over. So agate is a chalcedony, which is part of the quartz family. So it's going to embody some of those metaphysical properties as well. When you really start to dive deep into the agate. But like first and foremost with an agate is harmony and balance. It can break out from there because there's so many different kinds of agates. And honestly, I'll touch on as many of them as I have. But there's blue lace agate, crazy lace agate, red agate, carnelian, blah blah. That's just off the top of my head. Oh, there's so many. Dendritic, tree moss. So many agates. Yeah, she's making an appearance tonight. She's going to be in this video because she skipped out last night. But one thing too, if you're into color magic, if you dye agate, you can also not only do the harmony. Stop! You're shaking my camera. Stop it. There's no harmony and balance going on tonight because Cook's in the room. Dadgummit. If not only to the harmony and balance, but you can add also the property of the color if you dye it. So this is purple. And forgive me because off the top of my head I don't remember what purple is. I know it's the color of royalty, and that's about it as far as what I remember. So with harmony and balance, agate also improves concentration. It's definitely a good one to have to carry with you. Just a regular banded agate, nothing exciting. I don't know. In school, stop knocking my pins off. Anybody want a cat? In school, for studying for tests, finals, so on and so forth. I actually need to keep one with me at all times when I make videos because Cooks is in the room and I cannot keep my concentration because she has me distracted all of the time. It's a very soothing stone. Soothing, which probably comes from the harmony and the balance. It tempers anger. So like what we talked about yesterday with jade. Agate and jade go great together if you're having some I'm thinking some stressful times that might cause anger to go a little bit untempered. Is that the word I want to use? When you're having issues controlling it. No! No, I don't know where it went. It's dark on the floor. No! Found it! So, if you're having issues with anger, it's a good one. This camera angle is just... Hey, look, there's more of me. Other thing, too, and I'm gonna say, because of harmony and balance, Agate works as an antidepressant. So if you need a boost, if you're having a day where you're really feeling small, you are having a hard time finding the bright side, there's no silver lining to be found, grab an agate, put it in your pocket, and let it help you kind of get with that hope to go through the day. It's a good one to have in your pocket as a tangible reminder. If you are just having a bad day, just like to reach into your pocket and, you know, it's tangible, and that tangible reminder is to remind you to look for the good and not get so caught up in the bad that may add a little bit of depression to your day. This by no means is a cure or replacement for medication. This is just support, like I said, a tangible reminder that you can get through the day. This little friend in your pocket. So, are you coming up or not? So that's agate today. And then we'll talk about other agates later. But this is the first one I pulled up today, and it's just, I kind of wish it hadn't been dyed so I could see that sparkle of that druzy in the back. And I hate that they tumbled over that druzy because I love that. On a side note too, a lot of the druzy is quartz, and you will see an agate, a banded agate with bands of chalcedony, and then where the druzy is, where the crystals that haven't formed into, like the back of the stone where it's totally formed, where it's still open and still growing, it's almost always quartz. So we've got a lot going on in this little stone. This is a dandy, because your quartz is your amplifier. So you're amplifying your harmony and balance with your quartz in here. If you had chalcedony in here, if you had chalcedony bands, it's a stone of brotherly love, friendship. Wow, wow, wow. What a great combination, right? I've got a sphere downstairs that has them all three. And it's pretty awesome to keep in a room. So, anyway, that's all I got going on today. As far as this video, I got everything going on today. Everything. So remember, be peaceful, be kind, It's important. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.